Morning traders, CJ here. Just a recap video on AUDCAD. Unfortunately, took a loss on this position for -1%. Just going to talk you through why I entered the trade. What were my confluences, and break down what I was looking for. You can see that we had basically violated structure. We'd had this push to the upside and created a new high. Then we were sort of, after this impulse, we were, correctively working our way back down. Now, as you can see, we, after the, this quite impulsive move up, we had a real strong push to the downside into, this previous level of market, get rid of the magnet mode, previous level of market structure in this region. So, this was my area of interest. And you can see that, we actually wicked down into the 78.6% fib, which was taken, and I'll just clear it up. It was taken from this low to this high, and I was this was the area that was interested me. So if I just go down to the 15 minutes, you can see, and I'll just play out a bit of price action. Slow this down a bit. You can see that in this region we started to stall, and we saw a reaction. We saw an initial push to the upside, and we basically were slowing down. So that was an indication to me that this area might hold. So as you can see, and those in the group would know that I had a buy limit order set here, and what I was hoping was price would just come back down into this region, and then we would push to the upside. Again, if I just play out a bit more price, you can see a bit faster that we did end up getting triggered. However, we saw another reaction from this level, and we actually had a little push to the upside, and unfortunately though we couldn't we couldn't maintain it, and we didn't actually break this level with a body close. We just wicked above it, and it was a shame. Unfortunately, we weren't at 1-to-1 at this point. 15 pips. I think we got up to 13 pips, was it? Yeah, 13 pips. So we weren't at 1 RR. Again, my trading plan is as soon as I get to 1 RR, I would put my stop loss to break even. But that didn't happen. So I just thought I'd let the trade play out. And I wasn't in front of the screen, but if I just play out price, you can see that unfortunately the level didn't hold. Messed around for quite a long period of time, and even after this push down, we failed to sweep this liquidity, didn't break it, and we had a push back up. So at this point, I was still feeling confident in the trade. However, unfortunately, we then saw that push to the downside, and it did stop us out, and since then it has actually continued going to the downside. Looking at the daily, we are clearly in an uptrend, and I was expecting price in this region here to hold, and this would have been a nice area to see that next push to the upside. However, as you can see, we've now fully broken that level, and that could show that the overall trend is changing, or we're just having that deeper retracement before we continue with the overall trend. But yeah, unfortunately, losing position, but we move on. Let's see what today brings. I hope this video helps. Cheers, guys.